Hey everybody, we finally made it here to Disney Springs. We actually got here last night. Finally outrun all that rain that was plaguing us all day long from Hurricane Ida.
Yeah. Now, we weren't in any path of anything bad, and it was just the outer bands of rain that we got. But still, it was pretty impressive to see the Gulf of Mexico and what Ida did to it.
Yeah, and the winds, man. Wow,
Yeah.
the winds was just incredible. But anyways, we made it here. We're not going to do a full video on everything Disney Springs because we've done
We've
that
done
in the
that,
past.
yeah.
I'll put a link to that video down below if you want to go see that. You know, the different shops, and we had footage of walking through Disney Springs and all that. That's not kind of why we was here this time. It was kind of a
Spur of the moment.
spur of the moment thing. We just love Disney. We love everything Orlando. And so we was that close being over in the Gulf. It was like, just shoot on over there before we go home and have a good time. So
Well, and Gideon's Bakehouse, we had to.
yeah, I'll definitely show you some video of what we got at Gideon's. We got 3 pounds of cookies last night, which is only 6 cookies. They're
Yes.
half a pound a piece.
And they're amazing.
Yeah, and amazingly enough, they're not super sweet. You know, I thought they would be, you know, as much chocolate as on them, I thought they'd be way over sweet, but they're really not. They're
Well,
actually really well balanced.
And I'll also tell you a little tip that one of the people that worked there told us is you can take those cookies, even though they're a half pound, they recommend chop them into fourths, or you could even make it smaller if you don't eat a lot of sweets. Stick them in a bag and put them in the freezer. They stay
Yep.
good for 6 months.
Yep, 5 days if you don't put them up, 6 months in the freezer, so that's a good tip.
Yep, and those cookies, even though they're half pound, they're only $6 a piece.
Yeah.
So they're very, very affordable.
Yeah, and so like I say, we got one of every flavor just to try. We're going to take some back home to some friends to try that's been wanting to try it.
Yep.
We had to go try out Gideon's Bakehouse, world famous for the cookies. They have 2 locations here in Orlando, one of them being in Disney Springs that they just opened, I think, this year, right? In case you don't know, these cookies are a half pound each. Yes, 1 cookie, 1 half pound. We have 3 pounds of cookies here, people.
Yes, we do.
Take a look at that. And that's just half of them. There's 3 more underneath that. The cookie of the month, which this is the last day, was the Rocky Road, which is the one in the middle she's pulling out now. And they change that every month. They always have a flavor of the month.
There'll be a new flavor tomorrow.
Yep, new
September
flavor
1st.
tomorrow, and they would not tell us what it was.
But that's a huge cookie.
That is a huge cookie. And then of course they have 5 that they keep all the time, and I don't remember the specific names of all of them.
We can take a picture of the menu and put up.
But again, half pound of deliciousness in every one. And here's the other 3 on the bottom.
And that is a peanut butter crunch. There's the Oreo. And then this is a pistachio chocolate chip. Here is an original chocolate chip. This is the Rocky Road that he talked about earlier. And then this is a double fudge chocolate chip.
And then we had dinner last night at Paddlefish. Wow, man, that place was
It was
fantastic.
awesome.
And you know, the neat thing is if you have the Disney World app, you can make reservations. So we made reservations days ago when we first thought about coming over here, so we didn't have to worry about waiting in line or anything like that to eat last night.
Yeah.
So a lot of cool things. I'm going to show you out the window here of how on the where we're staying at here in this hotel, you can actually see all 4 Disney properties
We chose
from our balcony.
Yep, we chose a room that had the fireworks view, so we actually were able to sit on our balcony last night and watch the fireworks over Epcot.
Yep, and we could have saw them over Magic Kingdom last night, but the night before they was doing testing for the new 50th anniversary.
They had a little whoopsie.
And had a little whoopsie and had a little problem. They burnt some of the stuff.
They had a fire.
And it didn't burn anything at Disney World. It's just where they shut the
No.
fireworks off. But they had to cancel the fireworks part last night, so they just did the projections on the castle and everything.
Yep.
So we didn't get to see the fireworks there, but we did get to see a good fireworks show over at Epcot.
Yep, and it was awesome.
Yeah, and we'll show you a little glimpse of that just so you can kind of see what it looks like from over here at the hotel. It's just amazing here how you can see everything.
So
you can
far
see all the
away.
parks, even though you're right here at Disney Springs. We can actually even see Universal back here on the back side of us. So, okay guys, here on the far left, at the farthest off point out there, that is actually Disney Hollywood Studios. And we could actually see a few fireworks from there last night. You go just to the right of that. There is the, I can't tell if that's the Swan or the Dolphin, but that's where Disney Boardwalk, all that kind of stuff is. And then you come just to the right of that. There's the big ball, you see Epcot. And the lagoon is out to the left of that, and that's where they shoot the fireworks off at night, so you can kind of see how good of a view we'd have there. And then come just to the right of that. You come over here. There is the Contemporary, and just to the left of that, you can't really make it out on the screen here, is actually the Grand Floridian. And so we could see the lights from the Grand Floridian last night. But there's the Contemporary, and then there, if I remember correctly, I think that's the Riviera Resort that just opened like late 2019, early 2020, I think. So you can see all that from there, and then literally if you come right around from that and come back over here, back over there, way back off in the distance over in there is actually Universal. And so it's pretty cool that you can be here in one spot and see so much. And so normally when you stay here at night, you can see the fireworks from the Magic Kingdom and from Epcot and any of the other nighttime shows going on over there. So it's pretty cool. You know, everything's pretty centrally located here, which has us thinking, maybe do an investment property down here?
Maybe. I think we're gonna finish our coffee, finish getting ready, and maybe go drive around and look at some properties around the area.
Yeah, so we've been looking at several. We've actually been watching a fellow KW agent down here that handles all these properties down here. And so we may go look at some neighborhoods. Yeah. We actually went through Winter Garden yesterday on the way in.
We're gonna go
check. Yeah, it was very impressive. We're gonna go check out.
Yeah, it's a little far from the attraction, so I'm
it
not
was
sure
about
it would
30
be a great
minutes.
investment property, but it sure would be a nice place to live.
Yeah, it was about 30 minutes out, which isn't terrible. And you know, where we live now, everything is 20 minutes away. So, you know, to us it didn't seem that bad. But if you wanted to get to the parks quickly, it seemed a little far out. But the houses was really spectacular.
Well, like I said, maybe not great for an investment property for us, but definitely a wonderful place for somebody to live.
Yeah, but we are going to go check out Celebration and Reunion, which is literally 5 miles from the front gates.
Oh yeah, 5 minutes
of
away.
Disney World, and of course, you know, Universal's about 5 minutes the other way. So
well, and Celebration is a community that was designed by Disney.
Yeah,
I mean, how can you get any better than that?
Yeah, I know a lot of people hear about Golden Oaks. Of course, you know, Golden Oaks, unless you're really, really loaded, you're not getting in Golden Oaks probably less than $3 million at the current time.
Well, and that would be the absolute lowest.
Absolute lowest.
There's a property listed there right now for $16 million.
Yeah, 16.6. It's 8,000 square feet.
It's not attainable for the average Joe.
Well, and you can't rent in there. You can't do short-term rentals in there. So, but Celebration was a town built, back in the 70s.
It was master planned by the Disney group.
It's the only community down here that was actually built by Disney. And so we're going to go check it out. I know there's some stipulations there where you can't do short-term rentals there, so we got to dig into that and find out what that is.
But Reunion is basically across the street. They're neighbors, and Reunion does allow short-term rentals, and so that would be a super great investment area.
Yep, and then we could come down here and go to Disney anytime we wanted to. So anyways, we're going to go check all that out. This is a very short video this week. Again, like I say, if you want the full details of Disney Springs, I'll put the link down below where we did it last time we vacationed down here, where we was more in depth in Disney Springs. But it's a very cool place, very cool atmosphere. You need to come down and check it out.
I don't know what to say. You're going to have to cut it.
All right, guys. Tune in next time. Who knows where we'll take you.
See you later, guys.